Here at 5:03, we're taking a live look this morning in Vatican City. You can see plenty of people there outside right now, just one day after Pope Francis passed away at the age of 88. And cardinals are meeting to discuss plans for the funeral of the Pope.
And we've learned it's set for this Saturday. The Vatican says Francis died yesterday morning after suffering a stroke and heart failure. Now this morning, we're seeing the first images of Pope Francis in his coffin. Video shows a ceremony from last night where a cardinal blessed the Pope as thousands of Catholics gathered in St. Peter's Square on Easter Sunday. He made an appearance in St. Peter's Square, touring the crowds in the Pope Mobile, and Francis delivered a final blessing just one day before his death. And Catholics here in Iowa are mourning the loss of Pope Francis, some even sharing memories of seeing him in Vatican City after he was elected in 2013. Local 5's Megan McPherson is live outside of the Basilica of St. John's in Des Moines. Megan, many churchgoers attended a service there Monday after learning of the Pope's death.
Yeah, they did, Dina. A lot of people dropping everything to be able to remember the late Holy Father. And Catholics know that for anyone that's privileged enough to visit the Vatican City, it's also a privilege to get to see the Pope in St. Peter's Square as he comes out on his balcony only once or maybe even twice a week. But one woman that we spoke to from Urbandale says that she was one of the first people to see Pope Francis do just that back in 2013 when he was elected. It was just about 12 years ago when that happened. Now, she also says that this happened while she was on a college spring break trip. It was a complete coincidence that this happened. So Audra Boffer just so happened to be at the right place at the right time. After a tour of the Vatican museums, Audra and her roommate went to St. Peter's Square. They thought they'd see black smoke, signaling that conclave would continue into the next day, but it turned out to be white smoke, and Pope Francis appeared on the balcony for the first time ever.
We were crying and sobbing because we knew that we had witnessed something that would go down in history, that would be in like history textbooks and things like that, which not a lot of people can say that they've been at events like that.
Certainly not a lot of people can say that. Audra was one of only 2 Iowans who saw the Pope's first appearance at the Vatican, and she noted that Pope Francis did a lot of good for religion and for humanity in general. Now, Bishop William Johansson will lead a memorial here at the Basilica of St. John this Saturday. That will take place at 10 a.m. And they say that all are welcome to attend. Even those who aren't necessarily Catholic, you are welcome to come and sit in prayer, pray for the late Holy Father and for those other Catholics as we enter into this morning period. Live in Des Moines this morning, Megan McPherson, Local 5 News.
Megan, thank you. And here at 5:06, the Des Moines nonprofit Catholic Peace Ministry is also remembering the legacy of the Pope and the impact that he had on that organization. Ministry leaders say Pope Francis stands out among the people that have held that position in their lifetime.
To take hope in who he was and energy from who he was. And God knows he had more energy almost right up to the end than most of us do. So I think that's the important piece.
You can find more reaction on the death of the Pope as well as the legacy he leaves behind over on We Are Iowa Plus. All you have to do is download it on your TV and start watching for free.